So today we did double leg takedowns. Past week or so we've been doing single legs. So double legs are when you are both standing up and you grab both legs, not just one leg. So you put your head and shoulder into your opponent's waist, and then I've actually never learned the technique before. I don't think we've ever had a class on it, so I've always avoided doing them. So today, kind of lower your level and then get your shoulder at your opponent's waist. Get your shoulder into his waist, and then you kind of, so I guess the classic way is you kind of pick them up, but that's not dependable, especially if they're bigger than you. It's also kind of dangerous, I think, in class. So what we're doing is a couple different ways. Once our shoulders in the waist, you reach around, grab the back of the kneecaps and pull the kneecaps in to force them down. Second way is the knee that is in between their legs is on the ground, and then the other leg comes out and around, and use that as like a tripping foot. And then if they step back from that, then you can switch feet while driving forward. So let's see, your front knee is down in between the legs, and your back leg is sort of wrapped around. So then if he shifts back, his feet are apart, so the leg that was up now kneels down, and then the knee that was down comes up and around and try to trip that the other leg. And you keep on doing that until they go down. When we're drilling these, I found it's easier said than done. I was training against someone probably 30-40 pounds heavier and 4 or 5 inches taller. So that's already, going to be harder. And then he was, so that's just going to be harder in general. Anything stand up against someone heavier or bigger than you is just much harder, I think. Let's see. So the other thing is, so I went in the afternoon. So it's usually, this is the first time I've ever been to this class, actually. It's taught by the same teachers in the morning, but I'm always a little intimidated by the advanced class in the big room. In the morning, I know a few people there. I've been going there pretty regularly for, 3 or 4 months now. So I know some people, and it's a little bit more comfortable. Today, I knew one person, so it's a little intimidating. I was debating if I should go to this class or the beginner class. I wound up just going to the advanced class, and it turned out fine. So I think it's like another example of when they say that the hardest belt to get is the white belt, because it's just putting yourself out there, taking a risk, and doing something you're not comfortable with. So I am glad I went to the advanced class today. Not sure I would use the double leg, but it did pick up some pointers on it. And well, now I said before I've never had a class on it before, so now at least I know the basics of how to do it. Kind of know how. I don't really know how to defend it. He didn't go over that, but I know what it feels like to have it done on me, how to fall on it at least. The rolls today, I was getting pretty crushed. Almost everyone was heavier than me. This one guy that was about my size was purple belt and super flexible and spinny and just really elastic. So it was actually it was much more fun rolling with him, even though I was getting, he's totally in control the whole time. But at least I'm not getting crushed and I can sort of feel my way through a bit. Also rolled against a brown belt, and it was interesting against him is that he was giving me wrist locks. Then this other guy I was talking to later, he was like, when you, like, for example, if you're defending against an arm bar, you could be leaving yourself wide open to other attacks. So for lower belts, we don't learn wrist locks. This is actually the first time I've ever had a wrist lock performed on me. So when I'm trying to escape from like more basic maneuvers, I could be leaving myself wide open for something like a arm, for like a wrist lock or like a knee bar or something like that. I mean, they are illegal at the white belt level anyway, so it's not like anyone's going to do it. But it's just interesting that by defending yourself, if you're selling out to defend yourself, you could be leaving yourself wide open for other attacks. So there's like layers on layers. It's not just like if you stop them from going left, then it's usually going to right, but it's also like if you stop a level 1 attack, level 2 attacks are wide open. So yeah, just more games inside of games.